People used to say Heavenly Valley was a blessing. The house sat at the edge of the city where the roads stopped being paved and the air smelled like damp earth and secrets. Tall iron gates, white walls that never seemed to get dirty. From the outside, it looked peaceful, almost holy. Women went in broken, hungry, pregnant, desperate, and they were fed, sheltered, protected. That was the story. No one ever saw babies leave the house. They just disappeared. Neighbors whispered when the sun went down. Too many women enter. Too quiet for a place with children. Why do none of them come back? And at the center of it all was Madam Koko. She was always dressed in soft colors, cream, pale blue, white. Her voice was low and comforting, like a prayer spoken right before sleep. She smiled the way nurses smile when you're about to feel pain, but don't know it yet. She called herself a savior. Her name was Amara. She had no family, no friends, and no past that anyone cared enough to ask about. She slept under market stalls, washed herself in public taps, and survived on leftovers people were too embarrassed to throw away in front of her. The night Madam Koko found her, rain was falling hard. "You'll die out here," Madam Koko said gently, holding an umbrella above Amara's head. "I have a place, warm food, a bed." Amara followed her. That was the first mistake. Inside, the house was nothing like people imagined. The walls were thick, the windows were high and narrow, every door locked from the outside. There were rules. No leaving the compound, no asking questions, no talking about the babies. Obedience meant comfort, disobedience meant punishment. At first, it seemed manageable. The women cooked together, slept in shared rooms, laughed quietly at night. Madam Koko praised obedience and punished curiosity with silence, days of being ignored, no food, no water, no sunlight. Then the births began. Women would scream for hours. The soundproof walls swallowed the noise. Nurses in masks took the babies away immediately. No mother ever held her child. Madam Koko would smile afterward and say, "Your sacrifice saves lives." Amara started counting. 1 baby, 2 babies, 10. Too many, and none returned. After 2 years, Amara knew. The women weren't guests. They were inventory. Madam Koko sold babies to rich couples, traffickers, ritual buyers, anyone who paid enough. The women were kept pregnant on purpose, forced, drugged, broken. Amara wasn't pregnant. That was why she lasted longer. She cleaned, she watched, she listened. And she planned. She wasn't alone. 4 other women, thin, scared, pregnant, began whispering with her at night. They found a weakness: the old drainage tunnel beneath the kitchen. It was used once a year during flooding. They waited for the storm. On the night the rain returned, thunder shook the house. Lights flickered. Guards moved inside to stay dry. That was when they ran. They smeared cooking oil on the kitchen floor to make guards slip. One woman pretended to faint to distract the nurse. Amara crawled into the tunnel first, pulling the others behind her through mud and rats and darkness. They were almost free. Almost. The alarm rang. Madam Koko didn't scream. She laughed. "You really thought heaven lets sinners leave," she said calmly as armed guards flooded the yard. She didn't want them alive. She wanted an example. One woman was shot in the leg and dragged back screaming. Another slipped and cracked her head open on the concrete, blood mixed with rain. Amara ran, barefoot, bleeding, slipping. Madam Koko chased her herself, holding a machete, her calm face finally cracked open with rage. "You belong to me," she shouted. Amara climbed the fence, barbed wire tearing her skin, while Madam Koko swung wildly. The blade caught her arm, slicing deep, but Amara didn't stop. She fell on the other side and ran. Amara collapsed at a police checkpoint miles away. At first, they didn't believe her. Then they searched the house. They found graves, medical rooms, records, empty cribs. Madam Koko was arrested, screaming, biting, cursing. The house was burned down. Amara survived. The scars never left. Sometimes when rain falls, she still hears babies crying in her dreams, and people still whisper about the place where heaven pretended to live. But hell was running the house. And please don't forget to like and subscribe for more amazing stories.